We are live! Oh, wow. Yes. We are live.
We are live and back.
Oh, wow. I think my current is my friend. Yes. We are live, guys. Let's see. Let me invite some people over here. Hi, Bernard. We are live with Bernard.
Yes.
Karibuni. Yes, welcome. I'm just inviting guys. I'm inviting people, so don't mind me. How are you guys? Hey, Mara. How are you, YouTubers? We are live.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Effie. I see Effie. I see Daniel. You see them?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh. Let me put on my side. Hold on. I got accent. No, it's on.
Oh, we are live.
Yes. Tabbing me.
Tagging yourself.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I didn't cut off your Facebook. Don't worry.
No, you have to review.
Yes. We're good.
Hi guys. So we are live. Thank you guys for joining us.
Good. We're glad you're here.
Hashtag. Bila Yesu ni vanity. Hi Gina, how are you? Hi Anna. You see them? You see Anna? Hi
Yes.
Anna. Hi Miss Pastor Gigi Faith. Asanteni for watching us. Asanteni for joining us. We are excited. We are live. We are gonna start in a few minutes, but I was just waiting for more people to join. Hi Carol. Hi Mary. Wow. Okay. I think we are good.
Crowd.
We got 10. We are good. We gotta start. Hi Gina. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm with Bernard, the technologist.
Glad to be back. Thank you.
Yes. Hi Maggie. Yes.
Last
Bernard.
time we met, a lot has happened.
Yes. What has happened?
Kenya went through elections.
Yes. And your dream came true.
I had a dream of a peaceful elections. But,
Yes.
You know, there was some problems.
Yes.
But I think overall we are back. So then I
Yes.
saw your husband,
Yes.
Mr. O.
Hi, Mr.
Nice.
O.
Yeah, it was good.
Yes.
I think ask me what I learned from that event. What did I learn?
So we are here, guys. Sally, hi Maggie Pole San. I'll call you after this, girl. You know, we learned a lot. You know, what did you learn from the video?
Yes.
I just did last week. Actually,
let me tell you what I learned.
I just did a video with my husband. So Bernard saw it, and he
Mr.
want to teach me what he learned from my video.
What I learned from your video.
Yes. What did you learn?
I think what your husband said was, you know, which is true. That obviously, the number one cause of divorce is money. But he pointed it to a lack of communication.
Yes.
That it's not really the money, it's the communication. So,
yes.
So I thought that was cool.
Yeah. It's come down to communication.
If a couple is having trouble over money, they're most likely having a miscommunication problem.
True.
Yeah, so
true. Yes, but we are live today. Hi, Cyrus. I know you guys want to learn about Bitcoins. I'm ready to learn about Bitcoins. You know, Bernard. You know,
yes, I'm ready.
You are ready for this. We've been ready. We want to apologize. We were supposed to do this like last week, but you know, all those that went on with elections and stuff like that,
we had to postpone.
And now we are back on to talk about Bitcoins, and I'm so excited that he's here to like teach you guys. I'm gonna be learning myself.
Yeah.
So you know.
So maybe what we'll do, I'm not gonna go too deep into it. Just try and say high level,
give them like
enough for people to have good information to be able to make.
Yeah, and do me a favor, go ahead and just tag people. If you are already live, just tag people, share this video, because we want to get as many people as we can learn it. You know, money, the thing with finance is education, you know, and what you don't know can hurt you, you know, or make you or break you. So that's why I'm so excited that at least I get to learn about new stuff. I know you guys are excited about, but let me just start, Bernard.
So yes, let's start. That is money.
To
understand Bitcoins, we'll be using real cash. So I have mine.
You have your you're going to $20 million.
You brought dollars, eh?
So
$20. So we'll be using that, and we'll be using this. This is a wallet.
Okay.
Cash. So throughout our talk, try and equate it to what real life money is, and you'll try to understand Bitcoin. So a lot of misconceptions going around.
Yes.
One, I think I've seen a lot of people being asked to sign up for Bitcoin seminars and to invest with others.
Yes.
Bitcoin is something you can do yourself.
Yes. Oh, thank you for saying that.
Yeah. You don't need somebody to do it for you. It's something you can learn yourself. If you can go and open a bank, especially if you can open a bank online, you can open up and get Bitcoin. So, but let's talk about what makes Bitcoin work, what it is, and all of that.
Yeah.
So, question to you: what do you think the Bitcoin is?
I don't know what Bitcoin is. All I know is this is real money and this the other one people cannot see, cannot touch, cannot feel. You know why I like this money so much?
Yes, you can.
When I go to Nigerian weddings and I can chop,
and you can,
I can chop.
But yet you go to the store and you whip out a credit card and you pass. Why are you trusting that system?
Well, the system of credit card is because the bank is there to back me up. Here in a bank.
Okay.
But what is really what is digital money? What is cryptocurrency? And why is it having such a hype right now about this currency?
Good question.
Why?
Okay. Sure. So let's start at the beginning.
Yes.
That Bitcoin is, by digital means it happens on computers. Right?
Yes.
It happens on computers at the very base of computer technology is what you call a bit.
Yes.
And a bit is either a 1 or a 0. Everything revolves around that.
Bits.
So combinations of ones and zeros. So that's where that bit comes from. Obviously, coin is from the coins we all know about.
Yes.
So cryptocurrency
is
the whole aspect of securing. Cryptology is a way to secure
your money
currency so that it's not compromised. So similar to think of it as the way you would not want to forge this and they have put watermarks inside of that. Try and think that as a way to be able to express.
So crypto just means something that's so complicated.
It's a way.
It prevents it from being
it prevents it from being stolen.
Okay.
It may not prevents it makes it harder because anything can be stolen, but cryptology or cryptocurrency, the other aspect makes it harder for it to be stolen.
Correct. Okay, I got you.
So Bitcoins wasn't the first digital currency.
Which one is it? Because everybody knows about. That's all we know is about the. Guys, I have lived it up.
You have changed. What are you doing?
Sorry, I was trying to brighten up the screen, but
You can brighten. That's it.
What is it that which currency was the first one? Because all we know is about.
There are many currencies that were there before. All were trying different things. But eventually, it's what everybody agrees to. Just like the US dollar or the shilling or whatever it is. Wasn't really the first form of currency. There were others. It's all a matter of what everybody is willing to accept.
Yes.
And so the beauty of Bitcoins is that the original inventor or the original programmer. It may not. We think it's a person. Could be a number of people.
Nobody
really knows. And that's the beauty of it is that part remains still a mystery. But he put this program out there that allowed all this currency to be out there on the internet under open space that you could go and use your computer to mine for them.
Let me know what is your experience. When did you start doing this digital? Because people want to know from you as a experience. You've used it before, what is your experience with digital money and how well do you know digital money? Like so have you currently own any or are we just talking to people?
So as you know, I didn't start when everything started, but I've been about 5 or so years.
Any success?
When I started buying Bitcoins, there were $10-20.
Oh wow!
So they weren't that cheap. It was a huge risk. To start doing that. I did tell some of my employees and friends. Some bought, some didn't. But, you know, that's how long far back. So the fact that now is when everybody is getting to know about them is, you know, sometimes it's too late. But what we'll talk about the next time, the excitement of Bitcoin isn't really the Bitcoin itself. It's the underlying technology.
Yes.
It's the underlying technology that makes it work. Okay. And that's what in a future episode I would like to talk about. We'll talk about it a little bit today, but you know, that's what makes it work. So at the end of the day,
what do we need to know? Basically?
Yes, let's go through some fundamentals. So when you're trying to invest in Bitcoin,
yes,
my recommendation is this cannot be
the only
money the only money that you have. You have to be willing to come to a point that it's a volatile market. The market has gone up and down. There's a time I remember we lost about half
the money.
It dropped.
Yes.
It dropped to about half its value. You know, about 3 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Half its value.
Yeah.
So
it's not money that you just want to go and dump in there everything. No, it should.
If you're trying to invest, if you're trying to use it to invest,
yes,
you're using it as a small percentage of what you already have.
Yeah.
And then you're using it for long periods of time. So it shouldn't be anything you're trying. Here's the problem we are today, because you know, last time we spoke, a Bitcoin was 2,800. You know how much a Bitcoin is today?
4,000.
About 4,000. So
it's ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, let me just ask you this: what makes Bitcoins like it keep on going up?
Yeah.
And down. We already
know.
Right
now it's on a roll.
I think most people know that it is this digital money.
Right.
We know that it's on the computer. It's a money you can't touch. It's this secured money that somebody came up with.
Correct.
But what makes it like so volatile? Like it keep on going up, it keep on going down, and what makes it so unique?
What makes it valuable?
Yes.
The two things that make something valuable is one, scarcity.
Yes.
It has to be a finite. So Bitcoins, there are only a finite number of Bitcoins. One. Two, obviously demand. Demand is and what is creating demand? What is creating demand? And because Bitcoins have certain characteristics to them. One, you can trace. It's like cash. You know, if I took this dollar and I paid you for your wonderful headset there, I'll pay you that. And if you went to any person, they would never know I paid you that.
Wow. Okay.
So they would never know. They would never know who paid you that.
But does that make it more dangerous?
It makes it. Yeah. So again, demand because
people don't know you paid.
Yeah. Nobody knows. It's just like cash. Why is the US dollar valued? The US dollar is the most sought after currency because one, there's demand for it. It's accepted everywhere, and that's what's happening with Bitcoins. But here's the other side. The downside is there is a criminal element to it.
Yeah.
That most of the people who are creating the demand, Lynn, we'll come back to what is Bitcoin, or you may have to go back and watch the first part. We kind of covered that a bit.
Yeah.
But what makes a Bitcoin so much in demand is there is also an underlying criminal element to it.
Oh,
and
wow.
what is happening is because of the criminal, you can use it to buy illegal weapons, you can use it to trade drugs, because it's hard to trace it. It's hard to trace where it is. So you now have a lot of people, instead of going through banking systems, this is now the second thing that makes Bitcoins popular is there's no central government. There's no central bank. Bitcoins.
But that what makes it also dangerous because there is no government governing this.
No, it's here or there. So let me walk through this. Let me tell you, number one, why is it when I give you one Bitcoin that you will hold on? Because with electronics, when I send you an email, when I take an email, I type up an email and I send it to you. Who has the original copy?
We both have the
copy. No, I have the original. You have a copy.
Yes.
Because the one I typed in, it's in my computer.
Yes.
So it's almost like this is what you don't want to happen in a digital currency. You don't want me to give you $1.
Yes.
And I still retain
$1.
So that's dangerous, right?
Yes.
That's dangerous. So what happens is a ledger and a ledger is created.
Yeah.
And that ledger of the transaction that I just gave you is publicly stored across millions of computers. So that the transaction that you and I just had is in every computer that has, the Bitcoin software in it.
Yeah.
So that everybody is aware that you and I just had
a transaction.
They don't know that Bernard and Betty had it. They just know a transaction happened.
Okay.
And so that's what allows me to give up my Bitcoin to you.
No, you still haven't answered why. Because the fact that it is not government regulated,
so
that's what makes it so dangerous to me. Like,
no,
I'm
actually,
scared
it makes it safer. Yeah. If you're a believer of centralization,
yes,
it's dangerous. If you're like me, a believer of decentralization,
yes,
it is safer. And let me tell you why. We can trust the U.S. government to a point. It has proven over 200 plus years to be able to make this,
money the most valuable.
Yeah. But what about a place, give me a country where we don't trust the government? I'll say Zimbabwe, North Korea, and all of that. So here's my question to you.
Yes.
Do you want the North Korean government holding on, being the central place where your money is? The answer is no. Yeah. No, and because that could be up to abuse. Bitcoins stop that kind of abuse, government abuse or enrichment into that. So it allows me, a Bitcoin owner, to go to, I'm not going to North Korea, so let me say to Zimbabwe. And it doesn't matter what the government does.
Yeah.
They can't control the Bitcoins that I have. They can't decide to say, you know what, we're going to confiscate. You're going to confiscate for any reason, political, beliefs, whatever. They can't decide that because that is a decentralized system.
But also, Bernard,
and I'm not saying it's without risk. I'm sure, there are other risks. I'll talk about risks.
Let me just, so can I, instead of buying Bitcoin or Swisscoin, bring together all my Chama guys and start making our own, let's call it Swahili.
Can you create your own? Yes. The answer, Swahili coin,
it's not regulated by the government.
Anthony, yes. Either way, So
can it be private?
So either way, underlying every currency. So I know we are here talking about Bitcoins, but you'll be surprised to know nowadays I'm not buying Bitcoins. In fact, I'm selling my Bitcoins and buying other currencies.
Sell them to me.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
That you have to remember, underlying the Bitcoin, we say it is a ledger.
It's a ledger.
Which keeps track of everything and it's distributed.
Yes.
That is called blockchain. Yeah. So blockchain technology.
Anthony say, can he make a Swahili coin? That's what we want to know.
Yes, of course. If you have the blockchain technology, which is available technology, you can go and configure your own coin. And as long as people are accepting it,
yes,
there will be demand for it. Of course you can.
It's
there are hundreds of coins. Digital coins, they're in the hundreds. It's just some are unknown. And in fact, Bitcoins just split. Did you know that?
No. To which
it just split between Bitcoins and Bitcoin Cash. And the whole problem was the length of time it's taking for transactions to happen in Bitcoin is so long that the new set of programmers want a quicker way to be able to move transactions. So now there's Bitcoin Cash, and it's now been accepted. Can you create your own coin? Of course you can.
Okay, so long as you have the blockchain.
As long as you use the technology, underlying technology that allows you to track every transaction, so that there is no problem ever between when somebody sends somebody money to that back.
So guys who are joining us, because Bitcoin is such a complicated. I wanna make it so.
Let's make it
condense it.
Yeah,
let me condense it to Anne-Marie, as Farah, Adi. We are talking about Bitcoins. As most of you guys know, Bitcoins is this money that is created in the computer, is somewhere in the hair. Let's just say that.
It's currency built on a technology of trust.
Yes.
That is the key word. trust. But blockchain is about trust.
Every money, what I like about from all days, money has always been about trust.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what we're going to use to exchange the good or services.
You have to trust. And in this case, who are we trusting here?
We trusting the dollar.
No. Who? No. This is just money. This money, you could even tear this. Yes. But who are we trusting here?
We are trusting the system?
No, we are trusting the government. The US government.
Okay.
That's who we are, where our trust is. And so that anytime I go and I give you this, the people I'm saying you need to trust is the US government, because you don't know, we've been friends some time, but you don't know me from anybody else. You don't know what, but this is the government.
So the transaction is between me and you, and that's what makes Bitcoin so hard, because we don't know if we can trust that this thing is gonna hold, and I think that's what is making it. A lot of people can benefit. If it is gold, we trust gold. We know that.
But you're trusting gold.
I trust a dollar. I trust that if I do this dollar, I can get tortilla.
Yeah. But how do you know? Okay, let's go back to the example of gold. Let's go to the example of gold.
Yes.
How do you know somebody is selling you gold or not?
It's valuable. They say it's valuable.
No. Who say? Who say?
Well,
you go to a goldsmith. You go to a goldsmith to tell you that is real gold. All right.
Yes.
Bitcoin, to know that your Bitcoins are legitimate, underlying that is blockchain. And blockchain is what is about to change the world.
Okay.
So this is where we are starting. So let's leave Bitcoin for a few minutes. We'll come back. Let's talk about blockchain. Because blockchain is it. That is the technology that when I was looking at Bitcoins as whether something to invest or the other currencies that are scaling even sometimes better than Bitcoins, though Bitcoin is the one that's known. But the reason why...
Continue.
The reason why blockchain is the coming... I remember in 1994, right? There was this
video. Just
keep
it small, because it's too complicated for the viewer. Just tell them something about blockchain.
I'm trying to remind everybody where we were with the internet. Yeah. You remember in 1994, there was this whole thing about the internet. Yeah. It was coming out,
nobody knew
@sign emails, what emails were about, and today it's 20 years from now, blockchain will be like that.
Okay.
The blockchain technology is a way to create trust. It's a way to create trust that allows me to exchange something with you that is permanent.
Okay.
Within a ledger. Permanent. It's irreversible. Okay. So if I send you one Bitcoin, it is an irreversible transaction. All right?
So it's more of the blockchain that people need to really know, not focus so much about Bitcoins, because there's so many coins that somebody just asks you. Yeah. So are you selling Bitcoins? Which ones are you buying next?
Yeah.
What will you say about Ethereum?
Ethereum is one of them.
Please, do you see them growing like Bitcoins?
Yeah. Ethereum is a better technology. What Ethereum does, it combines a contract to money, which is even better. It's a more, to me, it removes it cuts down on some of the illegal transactions that happen with Bitcoin. So yes, of course it is. Bitcoin Cash is better because it moves transactions quicker. I mean, so every piece of coin has this advantage to them. And so because Bitcoin has gotten the most thing, it now appears to be more valuable. But the other coins, which are more solid, long term, will end up being as valuable, if not valuable than Bitcoin.
So Mercy, go get you some more, okay? So he said it's okay. They're more valuable, so it's okay. I mean, like what he says, most likely the main focus is the blockchain. Yeah. The coins are gonna be there, and probably they're gonna be more coins coming out.
We talked about land the last time.
Because a lot of people were asking about
So look how blockchain will affect land, because how you own land today would totally change 20 years from now, because today when you own land, who do you go to get verification that you own the land?
The government.
You go to a title place, right?
Title place,
and they register it with the government. That's how they know. But it's possible in some corrupt countries.
Yeah.
Because I've seen this play out in Kenya, especially where they are.
We are having the land problem.
People have been conned.
Yes,
people have been conned of land where they have even gone to the government to say, hey, does this person own the land? And you see, yes, they do, but it's a lie.
Yeah.
Right? Blockchain changes that, because once you have land inside the blockchain, it is an irreversible transaction. The government can't change ownership. So governments can't change. People can't decide to, whatever has happened in that irreversible act has happened, and you're the end up being the owner of land, irrespective of what's happening with government.
I'm coming to you.
Yes.
What are we focusing on? What do we need? Like, what should they be looking at? Is it a good investment? Because to me,
I think, a good investment?
Generally, cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
What is cryptocurrency? Would you say this thing for sure works? It's not something like, because a lot of the problem with cryptocurrency right now, most people don't know if to trust it, because there's a lot of it's a pyramid scheme. It's something that
Yeah, but I don't know where the pyramid scheme thing came from. That is, I don't know who started that. But it's fair to say that that Bitcoins is the way of the future. Not Bitcoins. Let me take out the word Bitcoin. Digital currency is the way of the future. In fact, some countries will totally give up on their own currency and go totally on digital currency. That's going to happen.
Wow.
Because if you look at some currencies today around the world, there's no value because the government doesn't have that much credibility. What will the people start doing? They'll start using digital currency as a way to cut off, because that's the way to control inflation and to be able to do that. That it's going to happen.
I understand that part, that digital currency will soon become. I, Susan, I, Tony, it will enable us to transact anything amongst different currency because it's on the internet. I understand that part. The only problem, we'll be able to do that, but wouldn't not having the government affect the taxes, which affect our lives?
Yeah, I mean,
what do you think about that?
I'm sure the smart governments are smart. They'll figure out a way to tax, which they should. If you want to drive on good roads and have good police protections like we do here, thank you, police guys, or have good hospitals or have a good infrastructure, you need a way for the citizens to contribute into a taxing system to be able to allow that. The government will always catch up. They'll figure out a way.
Because I think that's the biggest worry right now with digital currency. The decentralization of it.
The decentralization is actually a benefit. It's a benefit for those people in those countries where the government isn't as trusted. Where if you're not trusting your government to look out for your own well-being or be able to hold its own value, you ask your government to do some things for you. When it comes to currency, you're asking your government to hold the value of your currency.
Which they don't do.
You don't want this to be $2 today and $1 tomorrow. That's a problem with the government and its policies and all of that. So what happens is, with digital currency comes that equilibrium. That if I can store that money inside Bitcoin, it doesn't matter what happens to my own country's currency. It will still maintain its value because this is a decentralized. No government has control over that. So that is the
in other words, you're talking about the inflations,
inflation,
but also the other end, we have to worry about deflation.
Deflation, right?
So what he's trying to say is, let me digest this, because the government, control our money. They have the right to print out money in large, which we know if they print out money in large, drives up the prices of goods going high demand, and then
value of your currency goes down.
The value of your money go down, so we have inflation. But if we have this digital currency, you're saying that because there's no government regulating it will be.
And there's mass agreement because like Bitcoin, there's a limited. There's only so much Bitcoins out there. It doesn't matter whether we are in. It doesn't matter whether you're in Cameroon, whether you're in Kenya, whether London or America. There's only so many Bitcoins to go around. Hence, the value says that. And so, for you to change the rules of Bitcoins, You have to convince millions of people to do the same. You just can't say we're gonna change
the question
today.
Of the day, right now, it's not accepted everywhere. You know, and that's the fear. You know, I think
when you say not accepted everywhere, you
like
mean?
Why? The only places like there's only few places.
Oh, that you mean places that you can go and use Bitcoins to? Actually, it's not a problem. It's not a problem with the places accepting.
Who uses
Bitcoins? It's the people holding on to the Bitcoins because the value. If you own a Bitcoin and today it's $1,000, next month it's $2,000, next month will you use it to buy pizza?
No.
By the way, do you want to know?
The problem is more of the people holding on to the Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's the problem. People hoarding onto. I mean, I didn't sell my Bitcoins for years. I mean, four, 5 years. Because you why would you sell? But do you want to know? Here's a good. The first transaction for Bitcoins was to Pizza Hut, I think. It's a pizza company. I don't remember what it was. Guess how much 2 pizzas cost?
How much?
10,000 Bitcoins.
Wow.
That was the first transaction.
Wow. 10,000. Because I know right now the companies are coming up, of course, every year. The more companies are coming up. But I also wanted to talk about the issue of fraud in Bitcoin.
Yes, there is fraud.
Because there's so many allegations that, you know, for those people joining us, I see Betty, I see Highway.
Bitcoins.
We are talking about Bitcoins.
Bitcoins can be stolen.
Okay. And we are not generally talking about Bitcoin. It's more of a cryptocurrency per se.
Digital coins can be stolen. All right, so let's go.
I cannot help this guy.
Yeah.
So digital currency can be stolen. Although it's in computer, it's in the cloud.
Of course, it can be stolen.
It's encrypted.
Yes.
How can it be stolen?
Sure. So we talked about the irreversible change of a transaction.
Yes.
So keep that in the back of your head. That once you and I have a transactional change, it is irreversible.
Yes.
All right? It's similar to me giving you cash and you taking off and I don't know your name and I will never see you again. You can't return.
So there's no receipt.
So keep that in the back of your head.
Yeah.
Where you go and buy Bitcoins. There are sites you can go to buy Bitcoins.
Yes.
Right? That say they sell. So you should be careful about those sites.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going
to recommend one.
I'm not going to recommend one. Unfortunately, I won't recommend one. I can. I know. I don't think I should.
And over here on YouTube is searching if you can recommend for us site to buy Bitcoins.
They're good sites. If you want recommendations, I'll be tagged on these videos. Just inbox me. I'll send you some recommended sites.
You're gonna be busy if you say that.
But what you cannot do is blame me for
when you go down.
once a year. But I've used them for years, so I trust them. That's the other thing. All right, so we talked about where you go to open an account. Similar to a bank, where you go to open an account. You can go to these sites and open up an account.
Yes.
And they give you a wallet. You get a wallet.
A digital wallet.
A digital wallet.
Yes.
So then you buy Bitcoins. And that's an irreversible change to my account.
Yes.
And I store it where?
In the wallet.
In the wallet. Mm-hmm. The problem is some of those sites don't secure themselves and they can be hacked.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So if they are hacked, somebody can actually go to my wallet and move my Bitcoins to their place.
Yeah.
And that's, guess what? Is an irreversible change.
Okay.
So it goes on the ledger as an irreversible change. Okay. That's one way it's happened. In fact, one of the reasons why the volatility has happened is one of the leading service providers of holding Bitcoin currencies got hacked. Yeah. And millions of dollars of Bitcoins were lost. And that's what happened. So you want to trust the place where you're saving. So in fact, that's why I never go to anybody to tell them,
okay,
please, here's my money, buy for me Bitcoins.
Oh, thank
because
you, John.
I want to ask them.
Guys.
I want to ask anybody who wants my money for Bitcoins is, where are you going to store the money to the Bitcoins? I need to know that information. And by knowing that information, it helps me understand. It has to be a trusted place. That's
Anthony asked your question.
Okay. Let me finish the second item, which was kind of important.
Yeah.
The other way is people get defrauded.
Yeah.
For example, somebody could say they are selling a boat.
Yes.
For like a Bitcoin.
Yes.
Or 2 Bitcoins.
Yes.
A whole boat. Yeah. And you end up moving your Bitcoins to them. Unlike a credit card,
cannot reverse it.
You can't reverse it. So a credit card, you can call and say, somebody conned me, get me my money back, and they get you back. But with Bitcoins, that's it. You can't. It's cash. Remember, what did we say? It's cash. It's irreversible. It's not possible to return it. So it's possible to be conned. So you gotta be careful out there. Before you invest in Bitcoins, know where you are going to store them. It has to be a trusted site. Yeah, and then 2, before you transact with Bitcoins, know to whom and why. You should be very careful about who you're sending your Bitcoins to, including other providers. Other providers who are saying, hey, if you open your account with me, we'll give you X. Sometimes some people say, I've gotten this request myself. Yeah, I've gotten this request where somebody says, hey, you open an account with us and we'll give you $100. And I could be like, oh yes, okay, transfer all my Bitcoins there for $100 and boom.
That's it. So the one thing you want to know, guys, is irreversible part of it. You know, it's very volatile, which means it can go up and down and down and up. One day you'll be 4 million, the next day you'll be $10. It doesn't matter. So you have to be very careful with Bitcoins when investment. Like he started by saying that Bitcoin is not the only place. Like if this is your last chain, you don't want to put it in Bitcoin. You understand? The main important thing, like to just summarize to some of you guys, the ideal thing you need to know is it's here to stay. It is here to stay.
Digital currency is available. In fact, here to stay. Like I said in the past, some governments will give up on their currencies because their currencies will be of no use because the people will have decided to use digital currency as a way to transact. I believe you. I believe you. It's in the technology. It's built for trust. It's built for trust.
Yes.
Now, are there mistakes? Yeah, of course. So, but it's better than
I'm coming to Anthony questions.
Okay, let's ask Anthony.
And you guys ask questions because
can you exchange one coin for another? Of course, yes. The answer is yes. There are markets.
Really?
There are coin markets where you can go and buy or exchange, Bitcoin for Ethereum, Bitcoin for Bitcoin Cash. It's all in the value. Yes, of course. Yes.
You can.
The answer is yes.
It just depends on the website you're using.
and there are exchange markets out there.
So there's a lot of exchange markets. So be careful, guys. Right. I don't know if anybody else has a question. I'm coming to 35 minutes. I wanted to do this video. Mr. George. Elka. Thank you guys for joining me. Do share the video. Message. Thank you. And if in case you want to share the video, it's also on YouTube at Betty Achapa. So that would be much easier to share outside Facebook. Jules, Rebecca, anybody who has a question. For me, what I can just say from what I learned today is that it is here to stay. Right. It is some money that you will not touch physically, although there are coins coming out.
There are coins coming out for some digital
currency. It is very high risk. So this is not a place you want to go and put all your millions in there. Don't do that. Because it's us up and down and they're still trying to, most people are still holding on to the money, which drives the demand for it higher, but they're not spending it. So, we don't know. It's still very, But it's good investment.
I'm all sold out on digital currency. I'm saying next to the dollar, that's about the only other currency I trust. That's where I'm at. I'm all sold out because, and again, we'll talk more about what blockchain is all about.
Yeah.
But that kind of technology changes. When you have a technology like that, it's like, it's like before the internet, how did we used to send mail?
Yeah.
Letters, we write them down, put them in the mail, send them, and put them in the stamp, lick them, and send them out. Now an email does it. Now most of our things go through email. So it's like me in 1994 saying,
that we will there are ATMs now.
Yeah. Look at Julie saying, the ATMs for Ethereum. Yeah. Wow, and Ethereum is a better currency in my view.
Okay.
And there's another one that the banks are using. So that's
recommend. Give them some. He's not gonna give you guys until you inbox him. He's gonna. That one you have to.
I wanna say anything. publicly because
it might be.
People might decide to take
you out.
Bad advice out of context.
Okay,
so I don't think it's out of context.
So plus it's risky. So I never tell anybody exactly what to invest their money.
If you're trying to use it for get rich quick, or you're trying to use it as a way to speculate, and that's probably what will bring bitcoins down.
Yeah, it's speculation.
Speculators. People wanting to get in quick and make money quickly. Get rich quick.
So this is not gonna be a get rich quick.
You have to have a long-term strategy, and you have to be able to see the long-term use of digital currency.
Okay.
You have to be able to see that long-term use of something is always going to be good.
I agree with you. Just the same way I tell people, like, stocks is not a place you want to go in like today, tomorrow out. You might hit it today, but in the long term wise, the people who stay there 10, 15, 20 years are the ones who always gain. So with this one too, for those joining us, long-term use.
Do I trust it? I trust digital currencies more than the euro. Yes.
It loves this thing. You crave for this thing. It's been doing this. So trust if you
the possibility for me anything that gives the regular common man more control over his own future and his or her own assets, I'm for it. And digital currency does that because you do not have a government that is trying to dictate
what people are doing with their money
around money and being able to defraud or be undisciplined about their policies.
That is the most dangerous thing, though. That's what makes it like all these drug abuses and all this terrorism. They will use that.
But terrorism has happened since. Digital currency isn't creating terrorism, creating bad.
There's no government, there is no control of it. It's just, I feel like it's
a false illusion. I think it's a false illusion if we're thinking the government is going to secure our currencies. It's a false illusion.
I feel like because it's a money that is out there, I feel like if it's out there,
you want it out there. I mean, if you own 20 Bitcoins, don't you want the whole world having that transaction that you own 20 Bitcoins? Don't you want that? So you don't lose your 20 Bitcoins. They don't have to say Beria Chapa owns 20 Bitcoins, but it just needs to be in a ledger across all computers that you own it.
Damn, that's
versus a bank. Would you want the bank to be the only one who knows it?
I feel safe at the bank knowing maybe because I come from Kenya where people will kill
you and your circles. Banks.
This conversation is out. You just call out my circles. You're not allowed to call out my circle.
Banks were collapsing. Banks that we had trusted, the biggest of them were collapsing. Is that really where we want to have all our assets in? No. You want more you want, by divesting information across multiple computers, we're able to control the risk of one country or one government putting the entire system at risk.
Okay, let me read what Julie said. Also, you can get Bitcoin cards that you can use to purchase authorized Visa. I'm a Bitcoin believer. Cryptocurrency is here to stay. The entire will get value, down at 20 bob. If you are afraid of losing your chum, just try it. Okay, I get you, Jules. Finally, be sure you buy to put your money in a safe wallet. Yes. We talked about the safety.
Safe wallets, safe wallets, we covered that.
Thank you. I mean, that's what
So there are few providers who provide good security of their systems, give you a good wallet, digital wallet that is not going to be compromised. That's there.
I'll come to you for those ones. So
I'll
charge you.
Message me. I mean, the whole goal is to pass around information to the viewers. Because they're getting bombarded by, hey, invest in this, you're going to miss out. Listen, Bitcoins is the beginning of things. It's the same as AOL or Netscape. You know what the first browser was called? Netscape. Have you heard of Netscape?
No.
Back then, when we were using Netscape, we thought that was it. and today nobody hears of that.
A lot of people,
that could
that's
be the case
problem.
with Bitcoin. Yeah, it could be.
There could be a lot of coins coming up.
Yeah, and good coins. You know, the kind that lessens our risk of losing.
Yeah.
You know, right now Bitcoin has a problem with irreversible transactions, and maybe that's on the blockchain, but it's still a problem. You know, so that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he talked about digital Bitcoin Cash a little bit. He touched on it.
We care about the diversions between Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. We covered that in a bit.
Yeah. So I mean, to me, it's just lessen the time. That's what he said about the Bitcoin Cash, lessening the time of the transaction. Yeah. Normally, on a regular transaction with Bitcoin, will take how long? I think somebody asked that question.
It's usually in a day. The whole system runs through about 8 times.
Yeah.
Maybe I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but it's only a small number of times. It's not that many. It's not fast.
Yeah,
okay. So that when I send you, it takes a long time
for me to get that transaction.
For you to get, and that's a problem. That's why they created Bitcoin Cash. To improve on that number of transactions and hence help like that. So
it's projected to be about
100,000 in 10 years. Yeah,
but like he said, there are more better currency coming up. Yeah. So for people who are listening and you're like, man, 4,000, I cannot even afford one.
So would it get to 100,000 in 10 years?
Probably.
I doubt it. And the reason why I doubt it is what's going to happen over the next coming years is, one, obviously better currencies will come out that will compete.
Yeah.
2, governments will figure out how to corral illegal behavior. And so that then lessens demand for Bitcoin.
Yes.
Because right now a huge percentage of Bitcoin transaction is happening illegally in the dark. It's called in the dark net, in the dark internet, where they're exchanging illegal weapons, drugs. That's what's driving up this demand. Part of the demand, not all of the demand, but part of it. So they'll figure that thing out, and they'll have better ways to transact.
Yeah.
The better currencies will come out. I've already identified 2. If you're asking me how many currencies do I have doing better than Bitcoins today, I have 3 of them. So it just depends. So it just depends, So do I mine Bitcoins? No, I do not. To mine Bitcoins, what she's talking about,
the mining, the whole creation.
When the entire program was released, the only way you could acquire Bitcoins was by going and running a program that allows you to buy, and then you got rewarded once you solved a puzzle.
Yeah.
It was like a puzzle so once your computer solved it, you got rewarded with a Bitcoins. Back then, you used to get 50 Bitcoins each time you solved a puzzle.
Wow.
Today, it is very hard to solve that puzzle because they are and then it's supercomputers that do this. You need supercomputers to even make it worthwhile. So what I stopped buying Bitcoins years ago. I just kept what I had. It was I'm not gonna say how much it was, but it helped. But I kept what I had, and then over time, I have been divesting. That's what you do, is you divest over time.
So, any more questions? Thanks to Julie. Share this video, guys. And
so we recap?
Bernard.
You know what a Bitcoin is?
Yes, recap real fast because I have about 13 minutes to wrap this thing.
Okay.
I give you an hour. I was trying to do 30 minutes.
Oh, yes. No, let's wrap it up. I think we're way over our time. So what do you have? You want to recap for the people?
Yes.
And I'll step in. So she's a Bitcoin expert now.
No, I am not an expert. So it is money somewhere in the air. So for those people who don't know, okay? This is the computer. This is real money. You can feel it. The other one you cannot feel. But the good thing is it's encrypted, which means it's very hard.
It's very hard to So digital currency
talk about it.
is started, especially, let me talk with the emphasis on Bitcoin. So the other currencies also followed a similar. It's software that was designed and allowed a value to be placed to it, and people got their software and they started using it to both mine and exchange Bitcoins and use it to buy things. So it's digital, it's distributed. It underlies it, what you call a blockchain, which is a ledger.
Yes.
Which keeps a permanent transaction code of that transaction.
And that's what makes it special. But to me, what I can tell you guys, just to wrap up all this stuff, is this. Number one thing, do not risk all your money. You know, there are more coins coming up. So digital currency is not the only one. There's more cryptocurrency coming up. So if you are not already there, do not panic. Don't panic. You can always get a better one coming up. Okay, don't make bad decisions. Plus, to me, you know, when I tell you guys about investment, be informed about the investment. You know, don't just go there and start buying bitcoins.
The answer is not necessarily bitcoins, but the underlying technology. Understand that underlying technology, and that is, if you're saying where should you invest, understand that underlying technology.
You understand? So once you understand that, you know, you can invest in other coins, but the goal is, you know, diversify your portfolio. You don't want to go here and put all your money. Another thing with digital money, just the same way with stock, you need time. Yeah, Bernard?
You have to have a long-term perspective.
A long-term mentality. This is not get rich quick.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't start with everybody else 4 or 5 years ago. When I did it, I was buying it for years.
Yes.
I was hoping, I didn't think it would
reach where it is right now.
Today. I was anticipating for it to be here.
But
another 10, 12 years from now.
Yeah.
So you have to have a long-term perspective.
So when you're buying, it's the same thing when you buy stock. Have a long-term perspective to it. Don't go in there today and think, oh my God, I eat it once.
Yeah, the key with everything is diversify.
Don't put your eggs in one basket. Long-term.
Don't use the money you're using for retirement.
It's not a pyramid.
Not a good idea.
And be careful about the website you're buying. Don't just go there like Miss B and just Google. That's why most of people are being fraud, because they just Google.
The people who've lost their bitcoins did so on sites that got hacked, and their money was moved from their accounts.
So, and you remember that when the money is moved, it's not irreversible. Especially with right now, you know, like Bitcoin. Cash. So once it's gone, it's gone. You know, unlike credit card, you can always complain. With digital money, if it's gone, it's gone. Yeah. So you want to be careful about that. That's why you have to be careful about the site you're going to buy this. He has told you, you can see him Kando, you can inbox him, he will give you some inside scoop if he has time. Yeah. What else can they know about digital currency? It's here to stay though. Yeah. It's here to stay. Get you some digital currency. Just don't put all your investment in digital currency. He has told you one that is better than the rest. You Ethereum?
I'm not going to speculate.
It's not going to speculate.
Well, starting last year, I did start buying Ethereum. That's one of the currencies. But
yeah, this video will be available on my page. I work all day. I couldn't watch. Yeah, it's available on my page, and also the beauty of this is also in YouTube. Yeah. So it's available on my new page, which is Imagine Africa. So that's the new page. I'll be doing my business interview with all these nice people. I have some good, nice people coming up. I think we are having Dr. Mugubi coming in this week. Dan Mugubi. So yeah. So we're gonna be talking with Dan Mugubi about health, investment, and all this stuff. So I'm having all this entrepreneur, but of course it's my favorite because it's the first one. So you always have your favorite. So I'm looking forward for Bernard coming back.
I love it. Yeah.
Bernard, last time we were here before we
finish. So maybe next time when I come back, I don't know where we dive into how to acquire them, or people will tell us what they want to talk about.
What do you want to talk about? Business, and I think the business talk was just awesome.
And digital currency, if you're from Africa, live in Africa, digital currency is what will revolutionize Africa. And I would like to talk about how that would happen. Because the earliest synergies with digital currencies were happening with M-Pesa. Wow. So that's what people did not know.
And that's why people I think more in Africa is more relatable because we already have
more relatable.
It's more relatable.
So here in the US it might be
a little hard for them,
but if you live in East Africa,
Kenya right now there's so many fraud with digital. Like right now there was an article that's saying there's so many bitcoins flying around that people don't know which one is real. So just be careful, guys. That's all.
Don't give anybody your money to buy your bitcoins.
Just don't, because a lot of I've seen them. Trust me, give me your money, I buy you. No, just
and then careful. They could be buying you at the height of the market. That's the other thing. Today, a Bitcoin is $4,000. I don't know if it will get to 8, but it could half. It could go by 1,000.
It can go $10 tomorrow. That's the risky of this thing. So just because it's $4,000 today, you know, it's on a tear. But the good thing is it's been building up, and that's why we are talking more about look at the long-term value, you know, because it's going to go down. One time it might go down to 100. But if you're an emotional investor, again, if you watch my video on emotional investor, the reason why you don't win because you're an emotional investor, every time it goes down, you want to take all your money. Now you're selling at a low price. But if you're a long-term investor, and that's what we are trying to keep you guys mindset is think long-term when thinking about Bitcoins and all this cryptocurrency. It started way before even the vision came.
I mean before most people knew about it.
So
not like way 4 or 5 years. Well, maybe in computer world that's way back.
Yeah, way back.
I mean, when did Bitcoins become? I think 2009.
Yeah, 2009. And so you see.
Wow, okay.
And now it's patience. Look at now. We are almost going 10 years into it. So
2009.
In computer world, that's
a long time. Yeah.
So just be careful, guys. And I don't have anything else just to tell you guys, you know. Watch out for more video. I hope to invite him back. Bernard, before I let you go, your definition of success, then I'll let you go.
My definition of success.
Yeah.
It's the ability, I think you know you're successful when you can look at the intangibles and how you're feeling about it. So it's not necessarily money or anything. It's, I want to look at my spiritual work, my marriage, my kids, and the community that I'm in and that I serve. And if I can look at those and say I've improved on those areas and allowed others to succeed, I think I'm successful.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's
I like it. So my success is this video today done successfully.
Yes.
That's what
last time we had horrible time.
Today we did not cut off, so thank God.
Good phone.
The video is also on YouTube, guys. Good phone. The video is on YouTube, guys. You can share it. Share this video. Go ahead and like my new page, Emerging Africa. Bernard will be back this week. I'm also bringing another entrepreneur called Dr. Dan Mugubi. He'll be back here to talk about those people who want. Bernard told us to invest in healthcare
in the US.
So Dr. Mugubi will be talking to us about investing in healthcare and also about Mashujaa Ward and all this stuff that he has going on, okay? So we'll see you guys this week with Dr. Mugubi, more entrepreneurs. If you know any more business owners, hey, share those ideas, okay? See you all at the top. Bernard, any last word?
Being a talker. Thank you, everybody. Being a talker, I'm not the talker. You're the talker. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us.
Thank you, YouTube family.
Would appreciate the likes. If you have any questions, you can message. If you have any specific topics you want us to cover the next time, let me or Berry know. And
your last video.
Oh yeah, and watch the last video. We talked about my trip to Africa, business. Some of the things we're trying to do.
Okay, right? And next time we will talk about the Little Rock too. I think,
Yes, where we are with the Little Rock campaign.
Yes, so we still on Little Rock campaign. For those who watched us last time, there is a video for both of us talking about business, and that was deep. Go ahead and watch that. It's on my page. Yep. And yes, we love you all and keep on sharing this video. See you all at the top. Yes, no, Kaliko Jana. Okay.